Welcome back to the Commissioner's Office. First, we have quite the stat correction from Week 9. Steven's score was bumped up 1 yard, meaning that Tori's narrowest of wins from last week suddenly became a tie. Just like the tie between the Cardinals and the Seahawks, this had embarrassingly low scores, and it could play an interesting dynamic in determining what teams make it to the playoffs. Also, it means that Tori's been the lowest scorer in 5 of the last 6 weeks. Alright, so 11 weeks ago we randomly created divisions based off of college games and college scores. The blowouts became the AFC, and the nail-biters became the NFC. This theme has kind of played out through the standings, as the NFC has been hotly contested all year. Meanwhile, Ben has reigned supreme in the AFC. In Week 10, it was also a microcosm of this, as the AFC matchups were over quickly and decisively, while the NFC games were all decided on Monday night. Ray and Austin both had their number 1 picks on their bench this week, and they were pretty justified in doing so. Roethlisberger had a bounce-back game that really hurt Ray because he played the Cowboys' defense. Austin needed just 6 points from Jeremy Hill on Monday night to get the win. At halftime, he must have been nervous, though, because he only had about 1.5 points from Hill. But in the second half, Hill got in for the touchdown and put Austin safely ahead. Eric and Trent were pretty even going into Sunday night. The Seahawks did decently for Eric, but while they limited Blunt's yards, he did get a number of goal line carries leading to 3 big old TDs. That gave Trent the lead going into Monday night. Trent had to play the mouth breather in place of Carr, while Eric had Adriel Jeremiah Green and Sterling Duchess Shepard. She loved that dog. Eric got a TD from both wide receivers, but neither had that breakout performance that he needed to complete the comeback. In a situation that no one expected, the top 2 scorers this week were largely thanks to Tennessee Titans. Steven's team was doing crap until DeMarco Murray blew it up with a 75-yard touchdown. Also, he threw for a TD, which really took the opportunity away from Marcus Mariota, my quarterback. Fortunately, the score fest continued, and in the second half, Mariota threw 4 TDs of his own. Steven's first pick, Antonio Brown, did pretty good with 23 points. But that was all eclipsed by my first pick, Ezekiel Elliott, who got a ridiculous 46 points. On Monday night, Steven needed 23 points from Jennings, which just wasn't in the cards. Steven gets a heartfelt tough luck, as he would have beaten any other opponent in the league. As far as the playoffs go, with an average of 200 more points for, I'm calling Ben a lock for the playoffs. Everyone else is still at risk, though Tori and Marion would likely have to win out in order to make it to the playoffs. So superlatives go out to John with 131. That's me. I also got my second most points for it, gives me $20 in the bank. Tori gets the lowest score with just under 60 points. Steven had that tough loss to me, and Austin's the lucky bastard with 97.2. Alright, good luck next week.